Screen diagnosis, screen detection of disease targeted an asymptomatic population. Screening, diagnosis, classification provided to symptomatic patients seeking care. Reliability. How well research methods reproduce the same results multiple times. Inter-examiner reliability. Amount variability made by the same examiner and multiple occasions. Inter-examiner reliability. Amount of variability between two more examiners. Validity ability to distinguish between health and disease. True positive, patient has a disease and the test correctly detects the disease. False negative, patient has a disease and the test incorrectly detects no disease. False positive, patient does not have a disease and the test incorrectly detects disease. True negative, patient does not have a disease and the test correctly detects no disease. Yes, no. True positive. False negative, area under the curve occur. A higher area under the curve signifies there is a higher true positive rate and therefore higher test accuracy. A lower area under the curve means there is a higher false positive rate and therefore lower test accuracy. Predictive values, positive predictive value, probability a test will accurately identify a disease. PPV, negative predictive value, probability a test will accurately identify no disease. Sensitivity and specificity measures the accuracy of the test in detecting disease. High sensitivity indicates low numbers of false negatives. Specificity measures the accuracy of the test in the detecting health. High specificity indicates low numbers of the false positives. Confidence interval, known hypothesis error. Confidence interval CI provides a range of values that a percentage of population likely falls into. For example, if the study has 95% of CI of 0.5, there is a 95% chance the true population has a range of values 3 to 5. Null hypothesis proposes that there is no significant difference between the outcome of different groups. Investigators aim to disprove the known hypothesis if the confidence interval does not include zero known hypothesis. The results are statistically significant and the known hypothesis can be rejected. If the confidence interval does include zero known hypothesis, the results are not statistically significant and known hypothesis cannot be rejected. May occur if the study has low statistical power. Type 1 error, false positive result, rejecting the known hypothesis that is actually true. Probability of making this error is represented by an alpha value with a p-value of rejecting the known hypothesis. P-value measures probability that the same data is due to chance. Typically is set to 0.05. Type 2 error, false negative results, failing to reject the known hypothesis that actually false. Probability of making this error is represented by the beta value, which is a statistical power. Statistical power, probability of observing the effect. Prevalence, incidence, risk predictors. Prevalence frequency of the disease for the population. Prevalence number of the previously diseased cases, total population. Sample population provides the estimate for the target population. number of the people who already have a condition during the given time. Incidence rate of developing new disease, incidence number of the new cases, total population. Only involves people who develop the new condition during the specific time period. Risk factors, causally associated with disease, risk indicator, marker, or exposure to risk factor indirectly linked to disease. Relative risk ratio of the risk for an event in the exposed group, risk for an event in the unexposed group. RR equal risk predictors not associated with disease, an increased risk of disease, decreased risk of disease, risk ratio, incidence rate in the exposed population, incidence rate is unexposed. Odds exposure and exposures, unexposed. Odds ratio out of exposure in cases out of exposure in control. Exposure is associated or the disease with increased odds of the disease, decreased odds of disease